and welcome to Hixxy Studio. On this video I'm going to show you how to make this tag using the Sizzix Thinlits die, and this is called Flowers in Umbrella. So gorgeous little die set. It comes like this. You get the base for the umbrella. You get this one, so you can have a different umbrella part here. We have all the little bird, all the flowers, and the sentiment. So we're going to use all of these dies to create our tag. So first of all, we're going to make our tag. Now I have, the one I want was on the floor. There we go. I have a set of tags that I've already made from grey board, which I keep, and they have all the measurements on, so I know what size I want to make. So this one here, you can see it's 5 5/8 to here and another 5/8, and then the width is 2 3/4. But if you have these made up and you want to make them from a reasonably sort of good strength card like grey board, then you've always got them, and then you can just, like I'm doing now, literally going to just draw around, and then I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut part of it on the trimmer underneath. So we're going to cut this side bit there, and then across the top. And I'm going to use my scissors for the other two little bit. Yeah. Okay, so this is just white stamping card, and then I am going to spray it to get the background colour. So I have some Distress Oxide sprays. I have Spice Marmalade, I have Wilted Violet, I have Fossilized Amber, and I have Picked Raspberry. And those are the ones I've used. I sprayed the front and the back, and you will get a different effect every time you do it. It's a case of kind of like having a go. You can see here you've got a bit of an edge here, but I don't mind that. That's from where it bled through from the other side, but we'll go with it. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Fossilized Amber. Now you see what I've done. I started shaking it up and down, and that's what happens. Bear with me, I'll just get a piece of tissue. If you are going to shake your Distress Oxides up and down, what you need to do is to take the cap off. Let's clean that up. We're going to get inky before the day's even started. Bear with me. Clean that up. So I'm just going to move that there. If you do want to shake them up and down, then it's recommended that you have a little bit of paper like this, and then you don't get that in the cap. You'll get it on your tissue. That's really the way you're supposed to. You're supposed to do it side to side. You can still hear the ball bearing mixing up, because oxides are a mixture of pigments, so they need to be mixed up. So we're going to start with our Fossilized Amber, and I'm not using a spraying station because I'm going to collect the residual ink, so I'm just doing it onto my craft mat for now. Now, what I was starting to say when I started shaking that the wrong way is you do get to know how your sprays works, and I do know that this one is a little bit, it gives a really nice fine mist, whereas some of my other ones are a little bit more droppy, which is why I've started with that one, because it gives a nice background. Now you can heat set between if you want to really layer, but I'm just going to keep going for it. Now it's starting to bow, and I'm not bothered about that. That's because I've added some dampness to it. What will happen now is some of this will run as I'm spraying it, and it will just run off, which is another nice effect. Look what I did. Again, I need to think about what I'm doing. Do what I say, not what I do. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I am only going to do one side. So I have one that's already done and dried, so that you don't need to sit and watch me spraying. You see what I mean? With this one, much more of a drippy effect off of that spray. But you will get to know how your sprays work. I have no idea why some do it and some don't, but it doesn't bother me. And then finish off with a bit of the purple on the top. So very splatty one on there. Okay, so what if I was at home? I would heat set that, turn it over, spray the other side. But I'm going to put it to one side for now. I am going to mop up my ink here, and you've seen me demo before. You know I like to use rice paper, and I will be doing in a live the one with Stamperia paste how I actually do use them, because I do use them. Here we go. So that can go to one side. That will be beautiful on a mixed media canvas. So okay, so we have, here's one that I have already done earlier. You can see this is where probably I turned it over and this picked up some of the ink that was already on there, and I already have yellow hands. Yay! Bodes well for the day. So tag is done then. I am going to punch the hole before I do any die cutting, and I always use my big old crocodile, and literally I'm just going to eyeball that pretty much there. You don't want your hole too near the top, because when you try and pull your ribbon, you're going to end up ripping it. So our tag base is done. So what we need to do now is die cut. This is an ideal little die set to use up all those scraps that we all keep. We're all guilty of it. So I have literally been in my box and come up with all these little scraps, and they only need to be this kind of size. You can see I've got some coordinations. I think there must be some basil. Just whatever you've got. This kind of little die set is perfect for it. So let's start working out what we're going to cut with what. So I'm going to use that. Now, have I got room for my... might need to find a bit more black. Have I got room? Let's see. We might just have room to cut. But I am going to need to take that down so that it doesn't move, because they are very close. So there. So that's our sentiment and the base of our umbrella. And then I used this bright orange here for the umbrella canopy. I think that's what it's called. What else? What are we going to do? Let's have some leaves. Let's use a couple of the different greens for leaves. What else do we want? Oh, some more leaves. Let's go on that one. We'll go with pink there. What have I got for my bird? Oh, I've got no blue for my bird. What should we go for? Let's go for a dark purple then. And we'll go light purple for our butterfly. Ooh, lots of choices. Let's go there. Now you can see some of these dies, like this one, have two parts. So you might want to cut it twice. Maybe on a green here and then with a colour there. But we'll just go with it. We'll see what we come up with. And then we'll go from there. Right. Hokey cokey. Let's take them down. That's a good idea. Let's get them taped down, and then we'll see if we can fit all of these onto our plate. Should be able to. It's an A4 plate. I'm going to start with minimal pressure. These are very small dies. They are not overly intricate shapes, so we are just going to start with a minimum pressure, and we can always add another plate in if they haven't quite cut. Ooh, have we got them all done? Have we got them all? Those to the side. Right, so let's grab our plates. We're not going to use the magnetic. So let's put these on. Oh, I did miss one. Up there. The umbrella itself. And there. Oh, no, one more. Right, I might have to just chop a bit off of these so that they all fit. You can see you really don't need huge amounts. Find our plastic shim, excuse me for reaching across like that. Plastic shim and my other cutting plate. And let's feed this through the Gemini. Oops, make sure it's. I'm just going to have a double check because some of these have moved in where my plate is slightly bowed. Okay, and off it goes. Now I have already cut some bits and pieces. I can't honestly remember what I cut, so we're going to have a look. What I am going to do is just check if we have cut. That one hasn't. That one has, but it looks like I've lost the little bits on here. Be very careful when you're doing these. These tiny little bits are important. That one's cut. I think depended where it was on the plate, whether it's cut or not. That one is. Oh, and I've missed the wing there. And those are cut too. So the only one that didn't cut was this one, which I'm not going to worry too much. It's probably because it was on a bit of the plate that didn't get too much pressure. And there is my umbrella. Okie dokie. Right, let's bring all these bits out. And then it's a case of starting to assemble our, excuse me, scribbling around like that. Our little umbrella with flowers. Let's grab my pokey tool. Like I say, just keep an eye on, if you're doing this in the summer with a fan on, just be careful because all these little bits are needed for the best effect. So those little tiny little dots will be at the center of some flowers. That's the one we're not worried too much about. What I might do though, rather than waste it, is I'll push it out as far as it's got. And I'm just gonna chop that off. I can use that somewhere. Okay. Oh, umbrellas come out. Whee! And off they all go. Umbrellas come out, and then here's our sentiment. Now, I'm always terrible at losing the dot for the eye on any sentiment. I tend to just pretend that I don't need it. So there's the dot for the eye. I can almost guarantee by the time I get to assemble it, that will have disappeared. Always does. Scissors. So I've used this on a tag, but you know, equally it would look really nice on one of those little cards. You've got everything you need in here. My fingers, all fingers and thumbs this morning. Oh. Yeah, you've got your image, you've got your sentiment. All you need, oh, that nearly went. All you need is whatever background you're going to choose to put it on. So there's bird's wing and little bird. You might not need all of this because, like I said, I've already cut some things. butterflies. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of the little, these are those little bits here. Are these little bits that I put on the butterfly there. So again, like I say, they are important to try and keep hold of them all. And then the butterfly, because when you cut these, you cut out multiple parts for the same thing, and obviously you don't want it in the same color. You do end up cutting it out several times, but if you keep all the parts each time, then you'll just have, you know, different various combinations of colorways. So don't throw the bits away. We've done that one, we've done that one. Again, put them all back so that I don't lose them. A little, oh, you need that. The dye needs to go there. There's a little bit there, and another bit there. That's not come out. Oh, that's right, that has come out. It's already come out, is what I meant to say. Not that it hasn't come out. That's that one. Oh, a few more little bits. That will give you some extra sort of layers on your foliage. And then our little flower there. Put him on there. And I think this is the final bit. It's our umbrella canopy. There we go. Right, put all the bits in the bin. Take that. And then it's about assemblage. So let's bring in our tag. I'm also going to tip out all the bits here that I'd already cut. And you can see that I've got various combinations. Oh, there's a butterfly that's already half done. A bird already done. So just keep all these bits because you can use them at different times for different projects. Might have a good old go with some of these. So let's see, shall we? Need my glue. Let's get a little fine glue. And definitely going to need a little bit of paper today. Now I have lost, whoops, in fact I will show you this. I've lost my stainless steel pin. And this is what happens because it's not stainless steel. That doesn't stop the glue working. But what it does mean is that first bit of glue when it comes out is a bit mank. But once you get past that, it will be fine. And it dries perfectly well anyway. So I'm not too worried. Now I've put some on there, I might as well use that. Let's get the tweezers and my little thing here. So I'm going to, here's some flowers. Let's put a little bit of glue. Oh, no, that's not going to work, Carol. Don't do it that way. I'm going to need to put the glue on. They're too small to pick up, so I'm going to get my flower here. And I'm going to put a little bit of a dot there. Another one. Dot there. There. Any more? No, let's go with those for now then. And then I'll pick up the yellow dot here. Oh, more fiddly now. Put the yellow dot on that one. I've got too much glue on there. There is a little yellow dot there. Pink dot on that one. Okay, I'm making this look a lot harder than it actually is. I put too much glue. So what's happening is everything is sticking to my embellishment thing. There we go. What else have we got? We can use, I always use these green ones. It doesn't matter really what we use. It's slightly different on there. And that one we can put on there. Okay, right. What else? We have some flower bases. Let's put Getting glue everywhere now. Let's put a little bit of glue on here. And then we've got a lovely little yellow. That's the wrong one. That the wrong one? No, that's the right one. Lovely little yellow flower to go on there. We've got this one here. So these ones like this, and this one you cut out in green first, and then cut out in your colour. Although it doesn't, I might let's do a yellow one with a green flower. Why not? Why not indeed? What else we got? One of those. Let's go for that one for there. All these little bits I'm assembling before I decide to stick it on to the actual tag. Okay, this one on there. Let's not forget to put the umbrella canopy onto the umbrella. That. Ooh, shall we have? Might have a couple of butterflies. What have I got? Let's put the little. Let's see if I can do this without making it look like cute. I'm going to put these little these bits on a butterfly here. So a light purple onto the dark purple. A little bit there, a little bit there. Now what we do need for that one is the body. So use this light purple body here. Oh, there we go. Butterfly. And I'm going to use this little one on him. I have a little visitor. Hello. Hi. Sally's just come to visit. Right, so I'm going to now start assembling. So the first thing I'm going to do is to put my umbrella and sentiment on so that I know that I have got it lined up. And I need a little bit of room for the bird to sit there, so we'll go with that. Now this is a bit bigger. I am going to just dip it into the blue. And there. And the same with the love. Oh, I'm wasting the glue. Oop. There's our sentiment on. Okay. Some glue on the back here. You can see now my glue is now running on some white. Just got rid of that little bit of residue from the pin. So there's our umbrella. We'll go with the bird that I'd already made up here. Pale purple one with a blue wing to sit on our umbrella. Ooh, right, so let's start with some foliage then. Let's put some foliage in. Should be doing this from the tweezers, but it's okay. What else have we got on here? So this is now entirely up to you as to how you want to arrange your flowers in your umbrella. Like I say, you can cut these all out several times, you know, make your umbrella a lot fuller. Entirely up to you how you want to do it. Vary your colours of foliage, your colours of the flowers. I'll get one more little green one, I think, through the middle there. And then we'll add some flowers. Ooh, Okay, right. So what do we got? We've got a little one here. And you can see that the colours, the combinations that I've got this time aren't the same as I had on the previous one, because I'm using bits of that I cut out the first time, bits that I cut. Ooh! Well, that's my own fault for not putting that back on properly. Bear with me a moment. Luckily, it didn't all go over the top of a project, because that would have been a problem. Okay. And really, it's just a case of layering. Nice with little pink leaves. And this one, put here. Oh, and then let's add some of these ones. These ones are kind of put so that they're coming forward over the edge of the umbrella, kind of covering some of the joins of the sort of foliage, and that meets the edge of the umbrella. So we've got this little one here, that one. I don't think this one's got a centre. What have I got that on there? Let's just put another pink one on. So at least it's got a centre. Oh, hey, come on. You know you want to come. Probably because I've got glue all over the end of this and it's dried. There we go. One on there. Here. Glue. Oh, stuck to my finger now. There we go. Moving it when it's too wet. There we go. All these bits you want to keep. Like I've got my little pot here. Oh look, I found a yellow centre now that I could have put on that one. Typical, not to worry. So all of these bits. Look, there it is. Forgot about that. The eye, the dot for the eye. Let's do it. Because I didn't, as you see, I didn't on that one. Because by this point, it was on the floor somewhere. Let's take that. It's got a dot this time. That's cool. Yeah, so these little bits, I'm just going to move this to the edge. Might not be able to see this on camera, but I'm just putting all those back in my little pot so that next time I come to use this die, I've already got some bits cut. Last thing then is to put my bit of ribbon through. A bit of ribbon, fold it in half, and then I tend to just fold that in half, thread it through, pull out the other side, and then those two bits through my loop. Because this isn't a very, it's a fairly heavyweight card, but it's not a real like thick card. Don't pull that too tight. If you want to stop it from moving, I've got bits of bird wing and bits of butterfly stuck to me there. Yeah, so don't pull that too tight. You can always stick it if you don't want it to move. Excuse me, I'm not too worried. And oh, I knew there was, I was thinking there was something I wanted to do, and that all I'm going to do then is to just cut the ends of the ribbon. Now, not only does this look decorative, there is a reason why you do cut the ends of ribbon either like this or in a V, is because it actually stops it fraying. So yeah, so there we go. There is our, move all my rubbishy yuck out the way, our tag using our Sizzix flowers in umbrella. Two different versions because the spraying's different, because the colour combinations are different, and I know what I haven't done. Look, no butterfly. Where's my butterfly? There, let's use the orange butterfly. Goodness me. Put the orange butterfly on. That was close. Ooh! Oh, glue, glue, glue. Stick the butterfly there. There we go. Now it looks... now I've got all the pieces on. So, nice easy tag with this beautiful little Thinlits die set from Sizzix called Flowers in Umbrella. Thank you.